G'day and welcome to Crosby Garrett. My name's Craig and this is my Engage layout. This video is really the June update to the layout. Prior to filming this video, I actually went back and watched the May video that I put out just to see how far I've come. I really didn't think I'd done that much this month. Didn't feel like I'd been that productive, but it turns out I've actually got quite a lot done. So I'm going to share with you what I've done on the layout. As always, and as I said this in the last video, I have been filming the works. I just haven't compiled the videos together to actually release to you guys to see the step-by-step processes that I've gone through for some of them. But I'll probably talk about it when we get onto the board, and then hopefully I can actually get those videos done and posted up on YouTube. So yeah, we'll jump straight into it, onto the board, and I'll show you what we've got done. So just giving a quick general overview of how the layout's working. As you can see, it's really starting to come together. I've been working, as I've said before, just on these main 3 boards of the layout, leaving the 2 end ones to be completed. So yeah, really happy with how it's progressing. So in last month's video, I basically just got this back bit done. The trees weren't even in, the fence wasn't in, and some of the sponges on the ground weren't in and everything. So that's all now completed. Everything's glued in place, including all the turfs and the leaf material, etc. So what I did is once I finished that one, I then moved on to this side of the bank. Again, removed all the trees and glued in. You can see this tree is currently out right now because I'm putting the fences in. The fences are all scratch built from timber, and as I mentioned, I have been filming. I have done a video on how to do those. The material actually comes from, just got a delivery here actually from Northeastern Scale Lumbers. So the cross beams for HO is 1 inch by 3 inch, but it actually seems to work perfectly for the cross boards on N scale. And yeah, so yeah, I've managed to do the fence on this side and down that side and partially on this side. And I've got the fence down the mud track. This field here is a slightly different color. It's gonna have some cows in. I plan to put some cows in this field. I'm still to do a muddy track entrance through a gate. So I've kind of left that a bit blank. I have done the mud track. If you haven't seen it, there is a video on YouTube for this dirt track. I'm really happy with the results and how that's looking. It's really come out great, as I say. So because of that, I'm actually going to be copying what I did on there at the front of the layout, along the front there, doing a whole dirt track all the way along there. So we'll get to that in a second. So what else have I done? Nothing. I'm just leaving this section here. I've got to figure out what I want to do with the station master's garden, and clearly I've got to finish the station master's house. So that section's been left alone. I've got some additional fences to do on here and here, and then I'm looking at the layout as you come all the way along here. I'm really happy with it, as I said, but I find that on a real layout, below the fence is different to above the fence, and mine's pretty much the same. So I'm probably going to add a lot more sponges to below the fence and some other bits and pieces to give me some difference. If you've got any thoughts on this, chuck it in the comments. Let me know what you think. I've just finished off this this back section. It's still to be glued down. This side is glued, this side isn't glued. So I've still got that to be glued. The stream, I've added a load of rocks in the stream now. I've painted the portals on both sides and weathered them. They've got grass and everything. Hopefully you can kind of see that in the video. So once this is done, I've also got trees to sort of add to the back and around the top, plus the fences. And then once that's all done, I'll then actually add the water to the stream. My main focus really now is just getting the back part done, so all the fences, trees, everything. So I've got a load more trees I've got to make. Behind here, this is actually glued down. The trees are just finished gluing in place. And I also built the rock wall. I did it exactly how I did the entrance to the bridge, stone by stone. It took about an hour and a half to put all those stones in and bed them in. This is going to be where the signal box is, and a little building here. So yeah, that's still to be finished off. I still got to weather these stones as well, and then put the fences along. But as I say, I think below the fence is gonna need additional sponge adding to give the effect I'm looking for. So really the main focus in June is to complete this whole back section here, and then moving forward to the sort of front of the layout. I have added the first layer of static grass. This is the 1mm summer World Wall Scenics static grass. This is how green it looks. As you can see, this is the base layer, and then on top of this I add the 2mm autumn World Wall Scenics static grass. I have done additional static grass here. This has had the 2mm in, and probably need to do a little bit more on that area before I think it's okay to move on. This is where the cattle dock's going to be. I'm going to scratch build that with the same wood material that I'm using for the fences. I've just got to figure out the design all of that. But before I move really into more of the detail on this side, I do still need to weather the tracks, spray. I mean the sleepers and everything have been done, but yeah, the whole of the ballast needs to be weathered, so I'm happy with it. I have actually added more ballast to the track. I did the first bit, but once it had dried, there was patches that I wasn't happy about. I also needed to put additional ballast on this side of the building, so this was more level, so sit in its spot. As you can see, that's I haven't touched the goods shed yet. I got my glasses. I did get my glasses. These are the pair of glasses I got. They've got a light on top and different magnifying glasses. Still trying to get used to them, but to be honest, I've actually been a bit procrastinating over getting this done. I said once I got them, I'd get it painted. I'm just trying to get in my mind how I'm going to paint the walls and everything, and how I want it to look. So I'm kind of been putting that off by just getting on with the landscaping and stuff. But maybe in June I should get it done. I should really get this painted in June and finished off and finalized in place as we move from back to front on the boards. As I said, I've left some space in here so that I can do the mud track. There's going to be probably mud track running all the way along the front, going through a couple of gates as it transitions across the board. I have built this little wooden bridge that's still to be painted. As someone pointed out in one of the Facebook groups, the actual size and dimension of the boards aren't to scale. They are correct, but you know, it's really the visual illusion that we'll have with that in place. I don't think anyone's really gonna get their tape measure out and measure it if they ever come and see it. And you know, if you just fly past it, you're not really gonna notice the true thickness of the boards. This is still to be painted and weathered, but I just wanted to sort of build that and put it in place and see how it looks. And then of course I've got the stream to finish off at the front. So there's plenty still to do on the layout, but if I can get on with finishing the back scene and then weathering the tracks plus the building, I think that would be a good progress. I'm really itching to do more of the mud track, but we'll have to wait for that. There is a patch here for the way building that needs to be put. There's some other buildings here that need to be built, but I'm kind of holding off on the scratch building of the buildings now and just get a bit more of the scenery done, because the positioning for all the buildings is there. So yeah, that's how the layout's now progressed. So as you can see, I've progressed quite a bit on the layout this month. I'm looking forward to getting a lot more done in June. However, it's now school holidays here in Dallas, so we'll see how much I can actually get knocked off. Future plans. I really would love to do a bit more of the scratch building. I've been watching several videos on YouTube. There's a guy called Michael and Chandwell, which is a very inspiring layout. He does everything through paper and layers of paper. Fantastic to watch, some great tips. And I really am inspired by what he's doing. So I've clearly got a nice room here for modeling on, and this was always my main layout ever since I was 15 and I did the original designs and thought about this layout. My mind, I don't know, as modelers, has been wandering and thinking. I really would like to do a bigger layout. I'd like to add character to it, very much like what Michael's done in Chandwell. And so I've actually come up with a design to fit this room. I want it mobile, so the sections have been designed very similar to what I've designed here. It's actually going to be quite big, and it's going to be in a U shape around the room. But with that, I really want to do a lot more, as I say, different buildings and everything. So I'm looking to probably get a 3D printer. I'm looking to probably get a laser cutter, and then so I can do a lot more of the design work on a computer in Inkscape, and then cut out the buildings and do the scratch building in a different way. I've really enjoyed doing the scratch buildings with the polystyrene and cutting, but as anyone's done it, it's time consuming, it takes a lot of time. So I just want to evolve my modeling skills and take it onto the computer and doing the 3D design and buildings that way. That's not going to be for a little while, but I just wanted to talk about what I'm thinking of doing and the way I'm looking to move that. Now, if I can, on the final board, which is where the viaduct's going to be, if I can afford to get the laser cutter and those bits and pieces for that board, I probably will do, and that will be the first real test of designing the viaduct in Inkscape and cutting the pieces out to build it. So that will be the first use of those equipment. If you've got any suggestions for the layouts, if you like, please make the comments below. I do like getting the comments. I do like interacting with people that are watching the videos. It's good to engage with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I hope you do like it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and do all those wonderful things, because it does help the videos. It does help build my subscriber base. Yeah, I look forward to hopefully posting some videos this month of the different bits and pieces I'm doing, but also I'll do another video in July of the progress I get done. So have a great day and happy modeling, everyone.
If you would like to continue to see the progress of the model, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like the video. I'll see you next time.